to kind of start getting into like the main topic now, Doctor Disrespect, right? Doctor
Mm.
Disrespect. A couple days ago, a former Twitch employee made a tweet saying that. Actually, hang on, let me get the exact wording. He made a statement saying that the reason why Doctor Disrespect was banned was because he was sexting a minor and the Twitch Whisper function. If anyone's familiar with Twitch for the past couple years, Whisper was like a in-chat sort of function where chatters and streamers could chat with individual members of the chat or their mod team. And apparently, allegedly at this point, Doctor Disrespect was using that to message a minor. None of it was able, like obviously with that tweet, no one was able to confirm anything at the time. However, it was what was really suspicious about it too was like in the tweets, 'cause in the tweets underneath the main one, this person was advertising a concert that they were hosting. Like I guess their band was going to a concert and they were advertising the tickets and everything for this. Which I don't know about you guys, but like that's a red flag. That's a straight up red flag right off the bat. It's like, oh, this tweet blowing up. Here, guys, come see my shitty band. Come see my crappy band. Okay, we do a great cover of Wonderwall. Okay, I think you guys are gonna like it.
Well, oh my gosh.
So I have a question, I guess maybe playing devil's advocate a little bit here. Maybe not. I'm not defending.
Uh huh.
I want to be clear about this.
Okay.
But here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
In y'all's mind, because we don't know, there's a few things that we don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the age of the person, right? Now, I
Apparently, he was
assume it's a
17.
girl. Well, I know that's a number being thrown around, but I have not seen anything from anybody that any of these communicators that
Mhm.
blew the whistle, whatever.
Mhm.
The age of the person. They very well could have been 17. Hell, they could have been 14. I don't know. The other thing that we don't know is we don't know how over the line or close to the line or any of that were these communications between the doctor and this person, right? So we don't know that either.
Mhm.
The third thing is, does it matter? Does the age of the person matter? So if it's a 17, almost 18-year-old person versus say a 16 or 15, 14, and the communications that occur, does all that matter, or is it just period that they were underage, they were not 18 years or older, and that's just it.
When it comes to sexting, yes, that matters. When it comes,
Yeah.
if Doctor Disrespect and this girl were to meet up in a state where the age consent is 16, which would be especially suspicious. I think there's an entire different law because he's in a state where the age of consent is 18, and you go to a state where the age consent is lowered. I think that there's
Well,
there's a law there's a law saying that's illegal, but
Well,
like if him and
yeah.
this girl were to like find each other, meet up, and in a state where it was 16 was the age consent, and
Yeah.
he didn't send anything via text, then yes, it would be legal. However, if he's sexting this girl, aka images being sent and all that, right?
Yeah.
It under federal U.S. law, that is illegal. I saw Quartering and Sneeko having such brave takes. They're like, guys, like, what if like the girl was like 17 years old, but she was also like 364 days and like the 23 hours and 59 minutes and 59 seconds old.
Yeah,
Is
no.
Dr. Disrespect still a pedo? Is Dr. Disrespect still a pedo? Like what my problem is, this issue of a streamer talking to a minor is now becoming a culture war issue because you had the leftoids. You had, weirdly, Mr. Earl, You had Mr. Girl, Vito, all the left-leaning people, just tipster too, just out the gate during the first accusation, saying that this guy was a pedo, that he did horrible things to children, that he was keeping children in his basement, and after streams he would have his way with them, right? And then you have people like Sneeko, who's also defended cuties. Funny that those two like they have the complete opposite political takes, but like him and Vito, they're like the best bros when it comes to the cuties movie. I'm sure they have watch-alongs together. Okay, one-handed, of course, and him and the courtroom, the guy, like, come on, bro, like let's think about it. It's like 17 that bad. It's like 17 that bad, you know? It's like, okay, bro, just admit, okay, that you want to cheat on your wife with like a 16-year-old courtroom.
Oh, God,
I know your wife makes you piss in the basement. I know it must be really humiliating for you. So just admit that you want to like cheat on her with like a 16-year-old.
That's gross. Oh God! Ew. No.
It's just when like, okay, and guess what? Okay, I hate to break this to everyone. If there was even a chance, a hint that she lied about her age to get to him, he would have mentioned it here. Let's read it.
Hey, just real quick before we do that, you want a really hot take about this whole situation? Because I got a really nuclear take on this.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Let's go.
My nuclear take is why is a late 20, early 30 something dude married with a daughter engaging in this type of conversations with anybody, period.
Exactly.
Do you remember? So this happened during the year 2017. Do you remember what was happening with Dr. Disrespect during that year?
Yeah, he was outed for having an affair on his wife. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my next question. As a father, now I had two sons. I didn't have a daughter, but he has a daughter. My question to him would be this, sir. What if somebody your age was trying to have those type of conversations with your daughter?
That's a very good point.
You know, the thing of it is I think what he did was horrible. I think he's a shitty human being for doing this. But speaking as a father, when you take on the mantle of being a father, I'm not talking about being a sperm donor, but I'm talking about actually being a father.
Yep.
You take on the responsibility for the welfare, the raising, the instilling of morals and values that you hold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into this young life that you are assumed responsibility for, right?
Yep.
Why in the world would you conduct yourself in such a manner? Because what values now are you instilling in this young daughter of yours? Are you instilling that it's okay to be thrown away like secondhand trash and be cheated upon? Because that's what you did to her mother. You cheated on your wife, her mother, with another person, and now it's coming out that you engaged in borderline, to use his words, inappropriate, which sounds like some of the crap that we used to hear from the people who would sit down with Chris Hansen in those kitchens all those years, right?
Listen, they're just chats. They're just chats.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm sorry. As a father, it is inexcusable. And I can't. I never watched the man's content really to begin with. I was not a supporter of his. It was just not my type of stuff. But my biggest fear is he has such an outreach now is that some of his most dedicated, loyal will think that it's okay. It's okay to do this, and it's not.
Well, I mean, people have been hardcore defending him. I think, though, he's ruined any chance of any future sponsorships. I think he was working out a deal with Kick to stream on there. That's probably almost out the window.
And two, I give Keem his roses here, whatever. But he put out a tweet today, and you mentioned this too, Nerdy. This all happened in 2017. why did it take 3 years for Twitch
Exactly.
to finally ban him?
Mm-hmm.
So what message is that corporation sending?
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Well, that was the
not even
question.
did it take 3 years to ban him. The NDA, the court settlement thing that Doc had with Twitch, the settlement wasn't for like a couple months to a year after his ban, right? So they had a while to give an official statement as to why he was banned. Slasher, the guy who was like, "Ooh, I know the secret. I know the secret, guys. You have to trust me because I know everything." That dude presumably knew what happened. He knew the details, and he kept his mouth shut. That says a lot more about the culture there.
Yep. Agreed. Well, and that's what was brought up too when Dr. Disrespect came out with that tweet. I think it was Monday or Tuesday when he came out with that tweet.
Mhm.
Like, why did it take so long for him to be found out about? Why? And that part of the NDA conversation came up and things like that. It's like, no. If you all knew about this prior to this coming out now, you all are pieces of shit. Like, seriously. That's ridiculous.
I apologize because I just had some more emails I had to respond to. Did you, Nerdy? You may have been talking about this. I heard something, but the CEO or CFO or whatever he is, he streams on Twitch. Whatever the guy.
Oh
that's got
yeah,
like
the guy who's in charge of I guess he made a joke about it on like a Mizkif podcast.
Yeah, like aliens had come and take over. Yeah, so you knew he logic dictates that he knew why Doc was banned in that whole situation. I mean, that you would think logic dictates a reasonable mind would think this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he knew this, why would he make a joke like that? That is befuddling to me as well. I mean, I think the bottom line. I mean, people. I'm pretty sure everyone in your viewers here stuff really doesn't have an overall positive attitude or mindset towards Twitch to begin with because of their policies and stuff.
And again, the only reason why we know anything about it is because someone wanted to promote their shitty band.
Exactly.
Isn't
that how it always works out, though? When they're trying to... Isn't that how it always works out when we do one tweet that has nothing to do with the other, and then all of a sudden all this shit comes out? Isn't that how it always works?
I don't know. Like I say, I didn't have a whole lot of respect for the man to begin with, other than and at the time when he was banned from Twitch, I thought was maybe because of his business, transactions that he did with them, levering the mixer to try to get a better deal, whatever.
Honestly,
that's what I really thought was all about
too.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was all about. And then I was kind of like, okay, yeah, he went to YouTube, he built back. I thought, hey, good on him, whatever. Because at the time I thought it was about the mixer deal.
Mm-hmm.
But then all this, I'm like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of I don't know what you'd call it. I just one way or the other, I was, I guess, indifferent about the guy for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But then this stuff come out, and I was like, no, there is, in my opinion, there is zero at this point that can be said or done that would redeem anything. I'm just, there's nothing redeemable there. I mean, this is.
I agree.
He's screwed. He's absolutely screwed. Yeah. He's gonna make. Don't get me wrong. Okay, this is a guy who had like 100,000 concurrent viewers during live streams, right? He's going to keep some sort of audience, but any future chance of growth, any future chance of maintaining this as a career is significantly diminished now. His business dealings have all been canceled. Okay, he's not selling his bourbon anymore. His game studio kicked him to the curb.
I would like to think, Nerdy, that would be the case, but what we also know is the internet has a short memory.
True.
And I think given enough time, if he comes back, and I think if he keeps his head down and he doesn't get involved in any other type of scandals or whatever, you give him a few years, and yes, brands will start working with him again. He will start. It'll be almost like it never happened. it just, I mean, look at Logan Paul. How many times has that guy screwed up, right? And now he's got brand deals everywhere. He's working with the WWE. I mean, like I said, a business, a corporation, if they think they can make money with somebody, they're going to do it. It's not like they have a lot of morals and values. It's all about the bottom dollar, right? It's like, can we make money? Is it profitable to deal with this dude? And if they can do it, they'll do it. That's the one that is constant. And so, um, sad. And I think it's a sad reflection of our society as a whole around the world. But that's what it is. And anyway, but as far as I'm concerned, I won't be giving any more view time to him. So,
well, I
gave him a lot to begin with, but
yeah, I never watched him to begin with. The only time that I heard of him the first time around was when he got banned, and I was like, oh, somebody got banned. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, the funny thing is, Dr. Disrespect, back when Wings was was a popular streamer, used to watch him a lot and would be in like Wings' chats, and like Wings would be like, yeah man, like I saw a couple of himself. He's like he's a good up comer. Go watch him.
Wow.
And well, this is like during the days of, because like if you remember, Dr. Disrespect, before he was a streamer, he was like he was a Halo 3 YouTuber.
Oh,
yeah,
that I did not know. Oh.
Yeah, but before that, even though he was he like a map designer or with was it?
Yeah, I think I think he designed like one map, and then he left comedy for whatever reason.
I literally know nothing about Dr. Disrespect's history besides what I know now, and that's it.
Well, do you guys want to? Are you guys familiar who Pat God is by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a little bit. I'm not like super knowledgeable, but yes, I have.
Wait, Pat God, wasn't he the guy that started with Keemstar? Is he a rapper? Is that right?
He's a YouTube rapper. Yeah, he made a diss track on Dr. Disrespect.
Oh my god!
But that shit was just a fail. Only map you'll be designing is that of your local jail. Someone call him CPS and get him right up on his scale. Get in touchy with your words and I ain't talking about no braille. That's on God. Got a bulletproof vest, but you ain't ready for these shots. All these holes in your story like a fish pair of Crocs. You invested in these miners like some S&P stocks, and you cheated on your wife with that kid on Roblox. Stop thinking with your head, only thinking with your Crocs. You don't use dating apps, you use the comments on TikTok. 6 foot 8, you try to find a jack to climb up your beat side. Hey, thought you need to stop. Hey, thought you needed 7 years to own up to it. Got exposed, so now you do it. Why you have to go pursue it? Had it all and then you blew it. Hey, freaky. What? He a freak here. Hold up. He a freaky ass streamer. He a Twitch whisper guy.
That's really
freaky ass streamer. He a Twitch whisper guy. Hey, run for your life. Hey. Okay, let me hear you say Dr. D. Dr. D. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Dr. D. Dr. D. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey, okay.
Oh Jesus!
Oh God!
He stole Mike's idea. That was actually pretty good.
But anyway, we should get into the reading of the Dr. Disrespect stuff. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Quick statement, my ass, motherfucker.
Right.
Which statement, John? Because he made about 3 different ones and he kept changing it.
Well, look at the one where he includes the minor.
Oh, okay, so we're going to include that one. All right.
Yeah. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. There's no filter with me. Apparently no boundaries either, buddy. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on everything that I can be upfront about, sorry. I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone in Midnight Society Games Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what has happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we have made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredible and talented, good people that have a high career ambition and families I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside my control, I was not allowed to say anything for several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. He's done, boys. He's done. Back it up. Back it up. He done. Were there any real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. You see, I can't believe you on that.
Right. No, I don't.
Because if there's
either.
no
I'm
intentions
finding
behind the
it weird.
messages, why are you messaging this person?
Exactly.
It's
I
that
agree.
simple. Why are you messaging them in the first place? If he had not known their age, he would have said that right here in this message, and he hasn't.
That's very true. Yep.
Absolutely
I
not.
agree.
These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being in. Like, he doesn't even say that the messages are inappropriate. Like, they lean towards the direction of being inappropriate.
They only lean there, John.
He's trying to have the softest hit when it comes to this. Yeah, they were just like someone could insinuate that these are inappropriate. But nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I have never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that the case was resolved by a state settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, nor criminal charges has ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I absolutely take responsibility. I should not have entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. I should not have never let this happen. I get it. I'm not perfect. I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Well, especially because listen, he's allowed to have his own political opinions, right? Well, especially if you go on tirades about how we need to protect the children from the trans stuff, right? Which is, to be fair, what bit him, kind of bit him, because now that's why the leftoids went after him. It was because of all that. He, if he wasn't making statements like that we need to protect the children, I think not that he would have been fine, because obviously he's admitting to messaging a minor inappropriately here.
Right.
But I think people would have been more willing to hear him out at first.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
Now with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destructive zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone who has truly known me, who truly knows me, fucking knows where I stand on these things with those types of people. Fuck that shit. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't belabel me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Don't get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Whatever. Shut up.
Listen, buddy. Listen, okay? I'm not the one messaging 17-year-olds on Twitch whispers, you know.
Exactly.
You see, this is why I've always maintained the opinion that, guys, you need to go after MILFs, okay? If anything, you can say that they groomed you. Always go after the MILFs.
Oh, God.
If you remember anything from this show, always remember that, okay? I'm looking out for you guys.
What about Dilf?
Well, I mean, if that's your preference, you know. I'm just looking after the
equal
future
opportunity, John. Opportunity.
I'm looking after the future content creators on this platform. Okay, go after the MILFs. Don't be going after
dilfs if that's your thing.
Don't be going after these BPD girls. Okay, okay, they're gonna bite you. It's gonna bite you eventually. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said this all sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love that you guys like you can't imagine. I have the best fucking community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. If you don't have to support me anymore, but just know you always have been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement, I think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made those mistakes all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight lifted off my shoulders.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So, yay, nay? Good response here? Is this a good response?
No.
Horrible.
Yeah.
All it did was muddy the water. Honestly, in my opinion, all it did was muddy the water because it threw even more questions out there, right?
Yeah,
And the fact that he kept editing it, he kept editing the damn thing. I'm like, listen, I understand he probably doesn't have a quote PR team or maybe even like a brand. What do they call those people that like make PR person, I guess, for statements, whatever. But dude, at your level, at the kind of, you might want to invest in one and let them do the writing for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. Well, and that's the thing, though. Is yeah, exactly. I agree. I think that left more questions unanswered, and I think that was him covering his ass big time, or attempting for him to cover his ass big time. Overall, it just. Yeah, it was bad, all bad.
Because, like, I'm sorry, like, we as much as we can criticize Twitch for keeping this hush hush, it was bad enough for you to get banned off the platform.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but okay. God, I'm gonna play. All right, I'm gonna just say this, right? But again, don't take this as me defending Doc because I think it's a piece of shit. But they banned Gideon because he did a raid on Pokimane. So, I mean, again, Twitch is so inconsistent with their policies and applications of their policies. It's just a shit. They're actually worse than YouTube when it comes to that kind of crap.
Twitch will protect their like top 10 creators. Doc was one of their top 10 creators.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Well, let me ask you this, and this may be a bit of a dumb question, but I truthfully don't know. Where did he go after he got banned off of Twitch?
YouTube. He went to YouTube.
Oh, did he?
So he laid low for like, I don't know, it was a few months, and of course the lawsuit was going on between him and Twitch.
Right.
And I remember he did a quote, what they called a quote test stream on YouTube, where all they did was just basically play his. What do you call it?
His song.
Opening. No, it was like opening. Yeah, maybe a song was looped in there too, a little bit or whatever. But it went for hours and hours and hours, right? And there were like thousands, and I was one of them. I tuned in to kind of see what was going on. And it was just like thousands and thousands and thousands of people just sitting there consistently, constantly, just watching this, hoping that he would show up, hoping that he would do something. And I want to say maybe it was like even in, and I may be wrong on this, but I want to think it was like in the tens of thousands of people.
I believe it, actually.
Oh my God. Riveter, I'm sure you'll appreciate this one. Iron Duck says, yeah, Doc's response was, shall we say, clear as mud.
Exactly. Yeah, it was exactly clear. And I made a tweet kind of along that line, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, but it was like whatever. But
people, guess what? It gets worse.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
During the time in 2017 when he cheated on his wife with not only me, a transgender sex worker, but also with another woman, texting a minor, he was exploiting me.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all right, are we taking this as legitimate, or are we?
No, this is, to be clear, this is just an accusation. However, this is a screen recording
yes,
of supposed
that's true.
DMs that this person has had. Now, obviously, these could be fake, doctored. I think this is just
Yeah.
hilarious.
It is funny.
So let's
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor Disrespect, blocked you. Yeah. Oh, look at all these messages. Oh, stop. Hi, Doc. How are you? Photo shoot tomorrow. I'm nervous. Well, good luck. Let's see. I'm going to try ready to get some sexy cosplay images. Then after I can punish you. Oh, yeah? How so? Don't have to get a good strategy, shall we? Okay.
Jesus wept.
Yeah. I'll think of one soon. Overwhelmed packing for tomorrow. Not sure. A smooth black leather or latex. Don't know. Nice. Says Dr. Disrespect with 4 C's. Jesus Christ.
I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah. Feel like releasing one right now. Yummy, says
Oh,
Disrespect.
Okay.
Yummy.
Let me be clear about this. It's not because a person is. I have zero issues with transgendered people. I have
Yes.
zero
Yeah.
issues. That's not it.
Mhm.
It's just the fact that we got a married man who is
Yes.
having these kinds of conversations.
Yeah.
And he's saying,
I agree.
I don't
yummy
even
to-
have these kinds of conversations with my wife.
I don't either. I don't have conversations like that
With your wife?
With my Miss. Well, I have a wifey too, but with Mr. Huck, I do not know.
Are you telling me
my
that? Hang on, Katie. Are you telling me that he doesn't dress up in his Ghostbusters and tell you that he wants to? You guys don't get into the kinky Ghostbusters sex play stuff?
Ghostbusters have ruined for me now. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Hang on, are you talking about the remake didn't do that for you?
No,
Ayo.
no. We do not role play, and I do not say he's not the keymaster, and I'm Zool. Okay, we do not do any of that.
I don't like how you went there. K-Huck.
People started
Wait.
it.
Let it go. Spray it out. I need something.
My God, he's Slimer. He's trying to put his ectoplasm everywhere.
Yeah. What do you need, Doc? I'm sure you have all these girls ready to serve you. LOL. No lies. No way. You gonna watch my explosive intro? I want to know what he means by that. The goddess must be worshipped from head to toe before you can explode. I want rewards. Duh.
Yeah, but again, like you said, this could all be like faked and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be. Here's the thing.
Text
It could be. Yeah, it could be a guy. It could be a person that created the Twitter, like Dr. Disrespect and stuff. I mean, it could be just this person and a friend of theirs or something doing this, or themselves for that matter.
Right. I agree. That it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, we just don't know if this is real or not, obviously.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious though. I think it would be.
I will say
hilarious.
this. I will say this. There's nothing out there in Doc's track history or record, or what do you want to call it, track record, that would say it's not possible. How about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If he was really feeling himself, he'd be like, oh yeah, I don't care.
Hey, whoa! Do we have to have him feeling himself, John? Really?
Well, it's probably what
This
he was
is a
doing.
morning show.
He was probably wearing the wig and costume and everything. He was like, oh yeah.
People, you started it with the Ghostbusters talk, okay?
No. You talk about you and Mr. Huck's stuff in the private chats of the bedroom. No. You don't get to dump that on me.
Listen, okay, we're basically like we're the RFC version of a morning show, okay? Listen,
God, Okay, so who am I, Smaggle Daggle or Bowbacks?
Smackadaggly funny. Oh, I
Might be-
don't disrespect the trans person. Oh my god, that makes him based. That makes him based.
I guess that had to be Bo Blacks, right? Because he and I both do weed, so
Oh,
my
oh, there
God.
you go. There you go.
Tim the Tap Man, to give Tim credit, okay. Usually, when a Twitch streamer gets banned off the platform, all their former associates like pretend they don't exist whatsoever, right?
yeah.
To give Tim credit, before, of course, he didn't know why he was banned, right? But Tim stuck with him. Still did streams of him and was trying to help his buddy out. I think even Tim decided to stream on YouTube for Doc as well. And he made a statement a couple days ago talking about his reaction to the whole situation.
Wow, this is
I don't know why you have to do the shirtless, but
absolutely insane, bro. Everything I'm seeing.
I'll be hot outside.
I have known Doc for a while now. We've played games for years, and seeing everything that is spiraling right now is a very difficult thing for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there. I think for me, I know a lot of you are asking, Tim, what are you feeling? Tim, what are you feeling? My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate.
no
You're
offense to
on
Tim, but it's just
inappropriate.
like I love how they're just like they're trying to softball this so bad. They're trying
I
to softball
know.
this so
They're
bad.
making it worse.
They're
not
just, listen, okay, like the priest, he's just like the tiny bit inappropriate with the choir boy,
Oh,
okay, just
God.
the tiniest
Oh my
bit.
God.
Just the
What?
tiniest bit.
Okay. So here's a again, because I don't watch any of these people, right?
Yeah.
And I've watched this. Is it me? And I know, and I say this because I fall in this category. I think myself. He doesn't come across as necessarily the sharpest tack in the old box.
Tim, nah, he's a gamer. He's not a political philosopher. He's just.
Well, I don't. Okay, yeah, all right, but come on, Hassan is not the sharpest tack in the box either, and he's a political philosopher too, right?
Yeah.
But no, what I'm saying is Tim kind of struck me as just, he's like that buddy that you'd play, like games with and have a few beers and that type of stuff. He's just a good old boy. He's just a good old boy. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. Yeah. And so, I mean, here's his buddy's been caught with his hand in the proverbial cookie jar. And, so it's like, what do you do? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you totally disavow the guy? You can't have any type of connections with him online, right? Because, but he's still your buddy, right? He's still your friend, and he's going through some. So you have to have an emotional connect. I mean, I'm sure he has some sort of emotional. It wasn't just getting on here and playing a few games of Call of Duty or whatever it was they were playing, Modern Warfare or whatever.
Yeah,
and then that's it. I'm sure there was some sort of personal level there. And do you just walk away?
Right. Well,
see, anyway, yeah, but Nick Merckx also put out, he's got his own war going on right now as well. But
Nick Merckx, man, he's initially, like, when all like the stuff came out, I was because like obviously freedom of speech, he's allowed to say what he wants to say, just like I think his statement wasn't even that bad at first. It was like, let kids be kids, right? But like I think it was the left's reaction to his statement that pushed him farther and farther right, where he's just Well, now he'll make statements of like, you're pretending.
Yeah,
You
he's
should
made
go
some
and
really horrible,
yeah,
stupid
yeah.
statements.
I'm not saying his platform needs to be taken away or anything like that, to clarify, but he's definitely gone farther right than like the last time people have defended him.
Mhm.
And I
And,
think
and,
because like his whole thing is like, we gotta protect the kids, right? But when obviously when you're with a dude who has done this with someone underage,
a kid.
it throws everything that you stand for right
Yeah.
at you, because like, oh, you're a
Yeah, but
righty and you're saying to protect the kids. Oh, look what your buddy just did, who's a righty
yeah,
himself.
but
Mhm.
Nick didn't Nick.
Nick's
I
disavowed
remember
him.
watching.
He,
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
said that like, look, outside of like the costume and everything, he's never spoken to Doc before. They just like
yeah,
they collab occasionally. It was a
yeah.
purely content creator relationship.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I say, because I'm sure you probably want to wrap things up, nerdy. But again, the only I have the deepest, most sympathy
Mhm.
for Doc's wife and his daughter.
Mhm.
Um, I have some sympathy for the person that these messages engaged with, right back and forth.
Mhm.
I have sympathy there too, right? They may have, if the person was like, 16, 17, whatever years old, they may have had a general idea of what they were doing, but they're not an adult, so they cannot make adult decisions.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, and they probably had a little bit of stardom and a little bit of stars in their eyes, that type of thing. So I have sympathy for them as well, right? Um, and that's pretty much where it ends. And
Yep.
so, I understand that a lot of Doc's fans, super fans, and ride or die loyal fans, whatever. I mean, I'm sure some of them are in their brains trying to rationalize, how do I still support this guy I really like, even though he's done these really horrific things. And that's something that each one of them are individually going to have to reason out, right, in their
Yeah.
brains. How do I do this?
Mhm.
Me, it's real simple. You just don't support people that do that kind of crap. You just
Yep.
don't.
Yeah.
Is there a path back? I don't know. I just know what businesses do. They make money.
Mhm.
Period. They want to
True.
make money. That's all they want to do. So, you know what? I'm sure the guy will make back making money at some point in time. There's no doubt in my mind, giving enough time, that businesses will do brand deals with him again. You wait and see. Um, so there you go.